guys, what's up? My name is Chelsea. My YouTube name is yensiddisney913. Don't judge me, I made it in the 7th grade. I just did the program in fall, this past fall of 2016. I was merchandised in the Badlands of Studios Theater District, which is what it was called. So that was Stage 1, which is the Muppet Gift Shop, the Star Tour Gift Shop, Tatooine, Frozen Fractal, Indiana Jones Truck and Store, the Hub Cart, and then the Glow Cart for fireworks. So that was a lot of fun. I'll get into that in a couple seconds. But I'm gonna go down the list for the advice from the college program students, because I'm a former college program student. So what is one thing you wish you knew going into the college program? I really didn't know a lot. I had no idea of the housing complexes, like nothing. No work stuff. I didn't watch vlogs on the apartments or work. I watched park related vlogs. And one thing I did do was I tried to link up with my roommates. So I had 7 girls. For me, that was 8, including me. And then we were gonna try to get the 8-person 4-bedroom apartment in either Chatham or Commons. Now, we all couldn't link up because for the first arrival date, they only let us do 3. For the second arrival date, I think you could link up with 5 or 6. It just depends on your arrival date. It depends what season. It just really depends, and there's no way of knowing until you get there. So I always say don't meet more than like 4 people that you want a room with, just in case that happens. But we couldn't link up together, so we split ourselves in pairs of 2s for our roommates, and we all got split up. 4 of the girls ended up together. My roommate Natalie and I got together, and then Allison and Abby got in another apartment. So the other 4 girls were in the apartment together. We were all in 8 persons. I just don't understand why we didn't get put together, but oh well, it's life. And there was nothing wrong with my roommates, just we didn't click, as like we were fine living together. We were clean enough for each other, I guess, and we just didn't get along as friends. So that kind of sucked, but it's life. So what did you learn while on your program that you could use later on in life? I have done this for a while. I started in like June, so I work at a banquet hall. It's like, where's the bathroom? I would always try to do a palm or a double finger to make you point, so I didn't do this, because this is bad. This is very bad. Shame. Don't do that. I learned how to talk to people. Like I am a friendly person, but sometimes I'm socially awkward, so I don't want to be like, hey, what's up? You know, like it's awkward. I would rather just like not have a conversation. So with merchandise, definitely like we're like not forced, but we're kind of forced to have a conversation with a guest, because like, you know, I don't know, like, yes, I'm doing shopping. I would prefer to be left alone. Like, I hate those people like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. If you need any help, let me know. Are you finding something? Like, leave me alone. I'm here to shop. Like, leave me alone. So, but it was more so like, you know, cashing out. Oh, hey, how was your day? What'd you ride? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, stuff like that. What are some things you wish you had done while on the program that you didn't get to do? So I have a whole bucket list. It's on my phone, which I'm recording from right now, so I can't look at it, but like it was stuff like just go on character hunting and don't do anything else, just character hunt. I didn't do that. Do everything in Magic Kingdom in one day, all the rides, all the attractions and stuff. Didn't do that. Ride the Orlando Eye at sunset. I did it with my friend Abby at night, but we didn't do it at sunset like we wanted to. The big McDonald's that's in Orlando, it's like halfway from Universal and Disney World. I wanted to do that. I never got to go to SeaWorld. Do Disney Quest and Cirque du Soleil, didn't do those. I had a whole bucket list, so I just have a bucket list for my next program, or just when I just decide to move down there, because, you know, one of the two is going to happen. Is there anything you wish you had done differently? Well, I went through a really bad breakup, so if you want, go ahead and watch that video. That'll give you all the details, but I wish I wouldn't have like dwelled so much on it and not focused so much of my time on like being sad about it, and I wish I would have just moved on like as soon as it happened, but it's life, it happens. So if you have any relationship questions, come over to my channel. I have everything. Advice about the role you were. Well, I was merchandise, like I said, in the Backlands of Studio, so it was Stage 1, Tatooine Traders, Frozen Fractal, Indiana Jones Truck, Indiana Jones Outpost, the hub cart, and the glow cart for fireworks. So doing the glow cart, we had to be vending train, which is a cash apron, which is what you use to push the glow cart. And you don't have access to a register? Well, we didn't anyways. I know some areas like Dinoland, Fantasmic, and Magic Kingdom have like iPads and stuff that you can use your Magic Band and credit card on, but we didn't have that because our area was just like 2 glow carts, so we only used cash. And that was my favorite thing to do, was the glow cart. I didn't like being in a store. I liked Tatooine, but I liked being on lightsabers only. I hated being on register. I just didn't like being confined to one area. I liked doing floor stock, but I didn't like being confined to one area. So with being vending train, I could pick up Magic Kingdom, Fantasmic, or Animal Kingdom glow ships, or Disney Springs. And I did pick a Disney Springs glow ship up once, but they called me and were like, yeah, we only let people in our area take these shifts, so we can give you the day off or give you a different shift. So I ended up taking a different shift, but I ended up giving it to someone else because I didn't feel good and I just wanted to play the parks. I had like 6 days off in a row. It was the best and worst decision I ever did. I did Fantasmic. I loved doing Fantasmic. It was amazing because Fantasmic's my favorite show, so I took the glow with the show on and danced to the entire thing. It was great. I picked up a Magic Kingdom glow shift once, but I didn't go in there because they needed people in Memento Mori. And Memento Mori was my favorite store to work in. It was really small, so there wasn't a lot of traffic, but I got to be like creepy and I got to be like, we've been dying to have you. Advice about the program you'd like to give? Pick up shifts. Pick up shifts other places. If you're merchandise, pick up shifts other places. Please, like, work in each park once. Do it. Like, it's amazing. If you're quick service, you can do that too. Like, please go work other places. Like, it is just a different environment and you meet more people. It's just really fun. Share a story about a magical moment you partook in. So I shared this story on my phone interview video, that I was working Fantasyland and this mom came in with this little girl and the mom goes, well, we had an accident and we are looking for a shirt so that she could wear it as a dress because, so Sir Mickey's was like women's clothing and I was like, okay. So I went around with the little girl, mind you, she was like 6, and we picked out this really cute Minnie Mouse shirt, and I ended up no stringing it for her, which each location has a no string book, and you can write fast passes, you can write merchandise, but it has to be like within reason. So sometimes you need a coordinator's approval, like Magic Kingdom, you need to get a coordinator's approval, or Epcot, I think, but at least where I was, Hollywood Studios, like we could go in the register and do it ourselves. But I had it, the coordinator like came in and I was like, perfect, like can I no string this? And they were like, oh yeah, totally. So I no stringed it, I got a hug, and it was amazing. So I'll share another story, but sometimes, you have Signal 70s, which is a lost parent when you're left alone with a child. So I was working in Hollywood Studios, my homework park, and I was going to the Indiana Jones Outpost store right by 50s Primetime, and I was going there and I was coming from Tatooine, so I got stopped right in front of Indy Truck. And this man was yelling Spanish and pointing to this little boy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't speak Spanish, I don't understand what you're saying. And he was pointing to this little boy, and the little boy's just like, Mom, and I was like, oh crap. And I haven't dealt with that before, so I was like, okay, we gotta do this. So I was like, buddy, did you lose your mom? And he's like, yeah. And he was like, that's okay. Or I was like, that's okay, parents get lost sometimes. And I brought him over to the side and I stood there talking with him for a few minutes, like no coordinator came. And our coordinators in an area usually circle, a manager, like anything. And there was no one. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So I was talking with him, I was asking him, you know, what did he ride? He rode Toy Story, he got like a huge store. He was like 4. He met Buzz and Woody, like everything, and I brought him over to Frozen so we could call the coordinator. And then someone, like some random guest came up to me and they were like, there's a father with a kid with the same shirt, exact shirts as him over that way. So we went to Hubcart and we told my coordinator meet us at Hubcart, and we brought him over there, and we talked with him, and then his dad came running up, and evidently his mom was sitting in like the commissary like, oh yeah, he'll be fine, like I used to be a cast member, and she just had like no worry about it, he was gonna be okay. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. But you can run into situations like that. You might not, like, I have not had a nasty guest knock on wood to me. I've had a couple minor things, like, you know, you're on lightsaber line and you have to help them build the lightsaber. So this guy was like trying to put this piece on, and I like grabbed it from him and, you know, put it on, and he was just like, you're too hands-on for me, and throws the lightsaber down and walked away. And I was like, you have to be hands-on with the lightsaber line. Like, I didn't grab it from him, but I was like, here, let me help you. And he was just like, I can't do this, and walked away. And I was like, okay. But yeah, like, for having no bad, you know, guests towards me, like, I'll take a signal 70. So that's it. So if you guys have any questions, tag me in the comments, tag Michelle, go over to my channel. It's fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm doing a new series. Great. I'm sure one day we'll have a huge YouTube meetup that's gonna go on all of our channels, so subscribe to me, stay tuned for that. And once I hit 100 or 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and I'm almost there. I have 200 more to go, so yay. Alright, but that is it for me. If you guys have any questions, tag me down below, and have a magical day. Bye, guys.